Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your comedian, Jeff Hobbs. Woo, yeah, woo, oh, thank you. They say that brevity is the soul of wit. Well, if that's true, maybe I should quit while I'm ahead. Hello, everybody. As they said, my name is Jeff Hobbs, and sorry about the mess here, folks. My cleaner is refusing to go up the stairs until I give them a raise. Stupid Roomba. A little bit about myself. I've lived in Canada my whole life, except for 1 week when I lived at a resort in Cuba. Let's see, what else? My nipples are connected to my tear ducts, so when I cry, I lactate through my eyes. My friends saw it happen once, and they were so freaked out they dropped their glass of water. I had to say to them, hey, there's no use spilling over cried milk. What else? Joggers run in my family. It's true. When I was a kid, my mom said, don't let bullies get under your skin, because one day they're going to be working for guys like you. So I started bullying all the kids in my class that were like me. And it worked. I got a job out of it. I was working out of a garage, or at least until the owners of the house kicked us out. Speaking of, I seem to have misplaced my garage door opener. So if anybody sees a lime green keychain attached to a crowbar, please let me know. Thank you. Does Schrodinger have to change his cat's litter box if he doesn't check it? Something to think about. Have you heard the joke about the procrastinator? I'll tell you later. You know, there's a fine line between my torso and my thighs. The secret to the perfect dry martini is to put the umbrella in the glass before you pour the liquid. And under the right circumstances, everybody is a volunteer firefighter. And if you're lifting something heavy, never lift with your back. Always make sure to lift with your hands. I'm not a beekeeper by trade. I just can't get them out of my house. The last time I was on a plane, we ran into some turbulence on the tarmac. Or as you non-flyers call it, an earthquake. My friend and I have been drifting apart ever since they moved to Europe. Personally, I blame the tectonic plates. I saw a dog roaming in the streets. He was wearing a collar that said, if found, please call Jack Ainsley. And, well, it's not what I would have called him, but Jack's been a great dog so far. I've never had a dog with a phone number. What else? I bought a raccoon trap, and it didn't work. So I threw it in the garbage, and then it worked. I also bought a bulletproof vest. I hope. I smelled burned toast, but I couldn't get to the toaster because I was having a stroke. Go figure, eh? Contrary to popular belief, 3 blind mice cannot see how they run. And Old MacDonald's had a farm, but now they make chicken nuggets in labs. E-I-E-I-O. I bought a clock, and it was 3 hours ahead. I couldn't figure out how to change it, so I moved east instead. I also graduated my high school class as the valedictorian, but they took it away when they found out I was actually Elizabethan. I saw a lady dig a key into a car and just drag it across the frame. I thought, poor thing must be blind. I also threw a boomerang, but that's neither here nor there. When you curb stomp a xenomorph, which mouth bites the pavement? Something to think about. I lost the key to my bike lock, so I had to take my bike apart to get it off the rack. Unfortunately, when I rebuilt it, I forgot to leave the rack behind, so I'm back where I started. I bought a laser pointer, and it's made me a lazier pointer. I asked a cashier if I could get change for 20. I gave them a $20 bill, and they gave me 30 cents. Guess I should have been more specific. My girlfriend and I wanted to get a dog, but we couldn't agree on the kind. She wanted a small dog, and I wanted a large dog. Eventually, we compromised, and she got a small dog for herself and a magnifying glass for me. She's not as bad as my last girlfriend, though. She was a squash player. All we did was fight and compete, and it was always so one-sided, too. Eventually, when she dumped me, she gave me an ultimatum. It was either her or my anticlimactic similes? Well, I made my choice, and like Mark Wahlberg at the end of The Departed, she departed. A procrastinator walks into a bar and orders a glass of ice. Bartender says, "You want any water in that?" And he says, "I can wait." How many people does it take to screw in a light bulb? At least 2, but they gotta be small enough to fit. I really hate when people take a joke, reword it a bit, and then try to pass it off as their own, Take my wife. Please! All right. Before I go, there's one thing I have to get off my chest. I've been Jeff Hobbs, and like an anticlimactic simile, thank you very much.